Hey, good morning. My name is Joseph LaBarbera, the chairman of the Sussex Republican Committee in New Jersey. I am on a work trip right now on the Southwest, and I'm doing this video from my hotel room because it's very important. I believe it's the right time to put out a certain message. There is a notion in the New Jersey Republican Party that the true conservatives, whatever that means, and I have an idea of what they think it means, that you can't vote for a rhino or a bad Republican. In some cases, that might be true, but for most cases, it's not. And I believe we're in a rhino hysteria at the moment to where we are going to cede incredible amounts of territory to the Democrats based on the foolish notion and based on the angry notion that if we don't like this guy or this rhino or whatever, it's better to have a Dem come in and then we can take it back with a real conservative. First of all, conservatism is defined by about three thinkers: Edmund Burke, Buckley, I'd say Adam Smith, and Hayek. These are the conservative thinkers. It's expressed by Ronald Reagan, Ted Cruz. It's expressed by certain leaders that we have, whether we like them or not. Conservatism is a belief that the American Constitution needs to stay intact. And it's a belief that we have certain economic and social principles that drive our political landscape for a long term sustainability. That's conservatism. To lose your mind or to disrupt a candidate that is basically our party that will fight for our rights mostly, and if we like, not all the time, and will answer to us, and I will have a voice with. To disrupt a candidate like that, just based on an anger on what they're standing for on the issues, based on the notion of some kind of a principle base, this is foolish. You're not standing on your principles. This is just being foolish. I'm a military man by trade, 21 years in the military. And there's a military thinker called Clausewitz. And Clausewitz defined war as politics extended by violent means. So in politics, we don't have violence in our politics, thank God. But in politics, you have two opposing sides in America, the Democrats and the Republicans. Even your rhino Republicans are not going to lead us down to socialism. Even your rhino Republicans are not going to push wokeism and the crazy social issues the Dems want. There are Republicans who believe, and Republican political leaders who believe that they need to interact with and make deals and do all this political stuff. That they believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that in office, a conservative Republican should put out a strong message, build a base, and wipe the enemy out. They should completely take over by messaging and by leading. I don't have the good fortune of being able to find all these conservative politicians and put them in office. I don't. I've been a party chair for a year and a half. I've never been in politics, and I am not a politician. What we have is what we have. And if we lose our congressional districts, the Democrats, we will not have a voice. We have no voice with Josh Gottheimer, not at all. So the idea that we would lose CD7 to a far left socialist like Sue Altman, that's absurd. And the idea that we would not have a Republican senator, and I understand the issues. I understand. I understand the way Bashaw has spoken in the debates and how he hasn't, doesn't seem like he's standing for a conservative ideology in many ways. I understand that his campaign might be supported by people who've hurt the Republican Party. I got it. I got it. But Andy Kim isn't the answer because if our county in our district needs Andy Kim or we need something from the federal government, Andy Kim's not going to help us. Andy Kim's not going to help us promote our message in academia, on the streets, in the institutions. Andy Kim's not going to help. He's going to do the opposite. He's going to appoint leftists in these positions. And I'll have no voice. Our senator will have no voice. Our state senator will have no voice with Andy Kim. Our assemblywoman and assemblyman will have no voice with Andy Kim. It's absurd. It's absurd. The other thing is, I am looking for data that can show that there is a big conservative base that can actually sway New Jersey elections. It isn't there. It isn't there. All it can do is cost us elections. It's not big enough to steamroll or take elections. I've been looking for a year and a half. I've looked at every poll. I've looked, and it just doesn't there. If we to bring conservatism to New Jersey, we need messengers of conservatism, intelligent, polished, measured messengers of conservatism. And we need political leaders who can achieve economic and political success. You can't pass a message in politics if you don't have success to back it up. If you can't economically develop your town, your county, your district, you can't back anything up with a conservative message. CD5 had a very conservative congressman. He lost. He lost. I am ideologically akin to that congressman, but he lost. Gottheimer won. Gottheimer won CD5 because Gottheimer showed he could bring businesses money. Gottheimer showed he could do constituent services better. Gottheimer convinced the people that he would make their lives better, and the people of CD5 didn't elect Garrett. They elected Gottheimer. That lesson is profound. Let's get the Republicans in that we can work with, and then let's build in and around them. I find the message saying don't vote for this particular Republican because he didn't say this, or we're going to call him out. I find that very disingenuous. And I find it the actions of opportunists who are looking for self-advantage. And I find that abhorrent, utterly abhorrent. We need to vote for our Republican reps. And then we need to work on a platform. Look, I'm a volunteer, got a full-time job, got a family. We all need help. We all need to help out. We need to find a path ahead that we can message and then grow the youth of New Jersey to understanding what it is to be an American, to understand what it is to value our Constitution, and to understand sound economic principles. That's what we need to grow. It's not going to change with the baby boomers, and it's not going to change with my generation, Gen Xers. They're already gone. And the millennials, I don't know, when they realize they're going to be in poverty, they might change too. But it's up to us to grow the new generation. And we're not going to do that if we have Democrats in office. To not vote for a Republican is to give your vote to a Democrat. I need you all to think about that. I need you all to come on board. Thank you.